You can, if it hits the internet, it's free game.
No, earphones. You need earphones.
Oh yeah, where the hell are my headphones?
Oh God, I left mine.
This is Court Radio, and now here's your
YouTube?
host, Dean White.
They're coming. And YouTube is here.
up,
Welcome
YouTube?
back, YouTube.
Man, what a juicy topic today.
Out in my car. Your other ones I threw in my car. These are not your main ones.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna go phoneless today.
Good morning and welcome back. I am Dean Weitzman, your host every Saturday morning right here on 100.3 WRNB.
And Classics 107.9.
Court Radio, brought to you by MyPhillyLawyer, where we tackle the thorny legal issues of the day. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Welcome back to the live. Hey, Manny Manuel.
Dean, good to see you, man.
Same here.
Welcome back.
It's been a minute. Folks, we got a crazy topic for you today, but before we get there, I want to let you know what to do. If you've got a legal issue you've been sleeping around with and thinking about and being bothered by,
What should I do?
give us a call at 215-227-2727, the number for all things legal in Philly.
That's the number?
That's the number. And if you're live right now on our YouTube feed, you can post your questions. Dion will kick it over to me, and I will answer it, or I will try to answer it. We have a topic today that we've never tackled before. It just goes to show you what the world is becoming with the internet and cell phones. We're going to be discussing today what happens with your cell phone. You can't live without it, but it can bring a lot of trouble to your life. There was a story in the Philadelphia Inquirer titled, "A Man is Accused of Stealing Nude Images of Women and Posting Them Online." A 30-year-old Philadelphia woman would wake up in various states of undress, but she never questioned it, thinking she was safe with her loving husband right alongside her. But she learned she was being drugged, placed in a compromising position by her husband of 5 years. He'd photograph her as she laid unconscious and posted the naked pictures of her online along with images he obtained from a hidden camera.
His wife.
Could you believe that?
His wife.
It's wacky. That's just, us humans, we really do some of the strangest things possible.
That's inhuman. That's
okay.
5 years of this.
She learned of the images. How? She learned of them that they had been posted on websites like 4chan. I don't even know what that is. What's 4chan?
I'm not going to lie. I have no idea.
An online message board for racist and explicit content. She learned that when the Philadelphia Police Department Special Victims Unit contacted her last year, the police presented her with the naked images of herself.
Wow.
And several other women she did not know, all of whose photos or videos were stolen from personal electronic devices like cell phones, laptops. Based on the photos, the woman believes her ex-husband and the father of her child was posting her images throughout most of their relationship, which ended late in 2020. The Pennsylvania Attorney General's office charged the man with dozens of offenses in connection with 5 alleged victims whose nude images were stolen and posted online with identifying information. Here are the charges, guys. Unlawful use of a computer, unlawful duplication, invasion of privacy, and unlawful dissemination.
What in the Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah. He's been ordered to have no contact with the victims, and he's currently a resident of CFCF.
Let me just say this. Once your photos go out into the universe, in the cloud, it's a wrap. If you save them on your phone, that's one thing. Once you send them someplace, it's a wrap. You have nothing to do. But this guy,
even those that are saved on your phone that you've not disseminated, somebody can pull off of that phone.
Which is what he did.
Absolutely.
With his friends' phones.
Yes,
For-
strangers.
Strangers.
He went to borrow someone's phone.
Hey, can I hold your phone for a second? I gotta make a call.
Have you? Yes, somebody ever done that to you?
And while he borrowed your phone, you're at the bar having a drink, nursing your drink. He went into your phone, took a bunch, and snatched the photos out of there.
Yes,
And then posted them online.
exactly.
Folks within the sound of our voices right now, let's be honest, folks. Y'all got some naked photos on your phone. Yes, you do. And video. You know you do. So just think about the times you've lent your phone out to someone. Just think about it.
Yeah.
Now, what do they have a case, Dean? What legally can people do?
It's a crime. I mean, obviously, this gentleman is being charged with a number of offenses. The question is, civilly, can you get damages for such an invasion of your privacy?
What's the pain and suffering there? What are the damages?
Oh my God, it would be astronomical. I mean, you have these photos for your own private basis, use. You have never intended for the world to see these photos. You gave no permission for the world to see these photos.
Mm-hmm.
And
Here's the problem.
You gave the example, Manuel, that once these photos are out there,
They're out there.
they're out there. So
They're anybody's.
we're talking about almost like a permanent damage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But who are you going to collect from?
Yeah.
Who? This fellow,
there's
fellow who stole your photos? No, there's not going to be a nickel he's going to.
Well, hold
you're
on. I'm
going to
not even
get.
sure a crime. There's been a violation.
No, a crime.
Oh, it's a
There's
crime.
and the crime is
Invasion of
invasion
privacy.
of privacy is the
Yes,
crime. Okay,
yes.
so now there are. You elicit some type of suffering from this, psychological, certainly, right? But what else? What are the damages?
Well, I think what he's trying to get
Reputation?
into. I think what he's trying to get to is even if we go what the damages are, how are you going to collect?
And from whom?
And so often, folks will come to me with a case, and now we're going to talk about, a slip and fall accident, where there is no insurance on the property you have fallen.
Yeah, it's abandoned property.
And yeah, it may be an abandoned property, has no value. You may have a claim, but the attorney is always going to simultaneously evaluate what the chances are of actually returning a cash settlement or a verdict worth money and putting that money into your pocket. If the attorney determines that there's no viable source of funds as a result of your injury, he or she, in all likelihood, will not take your case.
Well, let's be clear. One thing. We're trying to figure out who you sue. You can't sue iPhone or Android. You can't sue the phone company. You can't sue T-Mobile, right? They're not liable for any of this shenanigans, right?
Right.
I don't see a claim.
I don't see.
I do not see a claim against them.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, question, 4chan, this site.
Right.
Will the site be liable? Do they have an obligation to do some research that would demonstrate the person who is posting the photos possesses ownership of those photos, and that everybody that is photoed, that is images contained in the photo, agrees to the posting? This would be a whole new area, and one in which I'm not certain what their legal obligation would be under those circumstances. I don't know. Maybe some folks have had this happen to them. 215-227-2727. Have you been the subject of a violation of your privacy?
Come on, Anonymous. Call.
Yeah, 215-227-2727.
I will say on the 4chan website, there was a lot of wannabe legalese to protect them. And it was so much, but I was trying to figure out a way to cut and paste it to show it to you. But in my young tenure here, it did not look like it would stand up in court.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that they do all that they can. But what if the subject of the photo was a minor?
There was something for that, too.
Yeah.
That you're uploading, swearing that this is not a minor, But
There's a disclaimer that says that?
yeah, it was a long disclaimer. The super interesting part is as I tried to contact them, of course, nobody replied. The phone number was a Philadelphia phone number. But I mean, I know that could be a Google number, but it was a Philadelphia 267 number.
Yeah, we tried to get 4chan to come up on the show today.
I emailed,
Did
I
you?
called.
Yeah.
Really?
Even as I was typing the email, I was laughing at myself.
What
but
happened?
they
Crickets.
Yeah, they ran away.
I'm sure. I'm back to who owns the image.
Yeah, who owns the image? The image is owned. It's a question. Well, who took the image?
Okay.
Was the subject of the image consenting to have the image taken?
Well, in this case, his
See,
wife wasn't.
That's the key here. Like, if you intend, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you know that that person is taking a picture of you and you consent to the taking of your picture. Now it becomes a question as to who owns that image. You as the model of that image have agreed to have your image taken. If you've not laid down the framework upon which that person is entitled to use the image, arguably the person taking the image has the right to do whatever they want to do with it.
There's a lot to unpack. You take the photo with their phone and they're posing, as opposed to you take the photo with your own phone and it's nude. What's the difference? Is there another case of liability there, depending on whose phone or camera? If I take a photo with a camera as opposed to the phone, is it because it's my camera? Do they belong to me? How does it? You know what I'm saying? This is dicey.
Yes.
This is very dicey.
Yes.
Yeah,
and how do you avoid
technology
it?
Technology is brand new, and the
Yeah.
laws have not caught up.
Perhaps
to
you
technology.
avoid this by not allowing people to take your photos.
Well, in this case, she wasn't allowing him though. She was in sleep, drugged.
Yeah.
For one, yeah, that's a different animal here. This was against her will, against her
Oh,
wishes.
absolutely.
unbeknownst to
This
her.
is a much
This is
easier
an invasion
case.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. How about somebody who's walking on the street and one of those perverts takes a picture, maybe like an upskirt picture.
Oh, like you do in dressing rooms and whatnot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the person has no idea their picture's being taken.
Yeah, that was an
That's
issue
clear.
with Down the Shore. They,
I remember that story.
And now you'll see folks come up to people and say, "Did you just take my picture?"
Is
And,
that?
Yeah. And I want that picture removed from your phone immediately.
Do they have a case?
Yes.
Yeah, they have a right to do that.
Yeah. But if you're in public, okay, if you're in public.
I'm in public. You're in public all the time.
Yes.
We all are.
Yeah. Well, we may be considered public figures, which means that we even have less rights.
Is
Then-
that right?
That's
Then-
right. When the paparazzis are like running up to you, Manuel, and just snapping your picture,
Yeah.
you don't have as many rights because you're a public figure.
215-227-2727.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, or if you're on live, I see Dion responding and corresponding with folks.
I can imagine. You know what's going on right now?
Yeah.
Thousands of people are going to their phone, deleting photos and videos as we speak.
If you're smart.
As we speak.
If you're smart.
Yeah. And there are programs that allow you to put photos into a lockbox.
That's true.
So I don't know. Let's see. Let's talk to Karen on line 1. Good morning, Karen. Welcome to Core Radio.
Hey, Dean, what's going on? This your old client.
Yes,
I
All
have a
right.
question.
I can recognize that voice, Karen. What's your question?
Okay, listen, Dean. I have choice warranty. The first service call went out June 6th for my pool. My pump is not, I don't know what's wrong with it. But anyway, they sent a contractor out who told them it needs to be replaced. They said, he's telling me they won't okay it, so he can't do nothing with it. In the meantime, I'm losing a lot of water. My water bill's out of the whatever. And every time I call, we're escalating it. We need a second opinion. But I haven't heard anything, and it's now August 2nd.
Yeah.
What can I do?
What can you do? You could do what I've suggested to so many folks. When you have a small claim like that, the best thing to do is to handle it on your own. And you file in the Municipal Court of Philadelphia, which has jurisdictional limits up to $12,000. So as long as that pump isn't going to cost you more than $12,000. You go down to municipal court on Chestnut Street. And you file a claim against Choice Warranty Company. Make sure you bring your contract with you. You have Choice Warranty's address, and if it's because you want to make sure you're suing the right party, and you want to make sure that you establish that the contract protects you under the circumstances you're in. Perhaps you need to have the estimate that there is a broken pump and that what it will cost to repair it from the folks who came out to do the investigation, and then you file suit against Choice Warranty. You'll have a day in court. As a corporation in Pennsylvania, they must retain counsel and show up with an attorney. If you sue an individual, they can come in and represent themselves. But a corporation, yes.
I'm in South Jersey. Remember, I'm in South Jersey.
Okay. I am telling you that in South Jersey, I don't know if they're going to need to have an attorney, but I do know that there is a district justice level court in South Jersey. You got to go to your local district justice.
Oh, would it be the county? Would it be the county court?
Yes.
Yes, it would be the county in New Jersey.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you're going to and what I find is those county courts are in Pennsylvania, the district justice system. They're very helpful in helping you formulate your complaint so that you can get yourself into court. They're used to dealing with folks who don't have counsel. So what you want to bring is your choice warranty. And you want to bring the estimate by the folks who came out to examine the pump.
And how about any damages? She mentioned that she had a higher water bill.
Yeah, I'm losing water every day. I got to keep refilling the pool because of the pump.
Yeah, can she calculate whatever those damages
are? Those are called consequential damages.
Gotcha.
Typically, the contract will say we're not responsible for consequential damages. However, your argument is they breached the contract and therefore they're not entitled to the benefits when they haven't provided the service that you've purchased. So I would plead the consequential damages and let the court decide what they're going to award you.
All right.
You've got to take the bull by the horns, Karen. And these are never cases where it pays to retain counsel because the attorney is going to charge you fees on top. However, I will say this. If sometimes there is like in Pennsylvania, we have a consumer protection statute.
Yes, we do.
And the consumer protection statute may entitle you to attorney's fees. So if this were in Pennsylvania, I might have an attorney for you to call who might be willing to file this against them and get attorney's fees on top of your damages. I would suggest, Karen, that you call our office on Monday and you ask for Jay Berger. And Jay will examine the case and decide whether it's one that would be best suited for you to file on your own or whether we would have an attorney who may be helpful in filing it. But you don't want to file an action where you're having to pay for your own attorney if there's no statute that would apply.
Well, one more thing. They already involved in a class action. Should I get into that and also notify Better Business Bureau about how because they're still taking the money every month. They're still getting paid and not rendering service to me. I would,
if it were me, I would file my own action. Getting involved in a class action is a long, arduous process and one in which you may not get fully compensated. And it'll take forever. This you can have a court date probably in a few weeks or a month.
Okay, all right, good enough because I need something done. Summer's almost over, and it's just all right. What's the person name that I call on Monday?
Jay Berger. You know, I don't know about you, Karen, but whenever I see these warranty companies, I get scared. They all seem to be shady.
Yeah. But I had American Home Shield where I didn't have these kind of problems. But I'm noticing with choice, they're always trying to get out of something. So I'm going to do what you told me to do and cancel them. So should I keep them or cancel them before I do what I'm doing?
It doesn't really matter. You were under contract at the time that you made the claim. Subsequently canceling them won't have any effect on that claim.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Dean.
Karen, be well. Thanks for calling Court Radio and
Have a good
always being
weekend.
a good listener and client. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thanks, Dean. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 215-227-2727. Getting back to our original topic, has anyone had their photos snatched and posted against their will? How about you, Manuel?
Not to my nothing illicit or anything, but it's happened to me. I've seen something posted that I know I didn't do for different reasons.
Like what? Catching you at like a party or something?
Well, think about it. Professionally, there was a Juneteenth parade, and my photo was used, taken, and then was used for an ad and stuff. I didn't know that, but there have been other times when I've seen my photo places that folks, I guess, saw it on social media and used it for something else. It popped up someplace else. They used it for themselves, and I'm in the photo. How's that?
What if they use your photo for commercial reasons?
I need to be compensated.
Absolutely.
Oh, always, yeah.
And if they've done that and you've seen it and you don't raise it, arguably you waive it.
Is that the way it works?
Yes.
Well, the inquiry needed my permission to use the photo they used, and they contacted me, which is fair.
Okay.
Once you've seen the photos, how long does he have to actually
Is there a statute?
dispute it?
I would say there is no statute per se, but the sooner you respond, the better.
All right. But wait a second. If there's no statute, like you said, if you don't, they consider you waiving it. So
Yes.
there has to be a time limit of some sort.
A reasonable time.
24, 48 hours or longer. We don't know.
If you got in touch with them within a week or two and said, hey, I saw this photo, it all depends on how, let's say they're using it for a particular purpose and that purpose has come and gone. You saw it before the whatever they were using it to advertise or promote, and you did nothing, and the promotion is over, then I think, arguably you've waived
Now you've
it.
wasted, yeah, because time's run out on that.
An important conversation to have as you're buying your high school, middle school, college kids' cell phones is this conversation, because the younger ones have always lived with phones and they don't see the big deal about taking pictures. And I know this having raised a couple younger nieces. Like, they take very suggestive photos that either get sent around the school, get put on websites. Like, they don't understand the future ramifications. There was a case at Coppin State where a guy thought he was talking to a girl and got catfished into sending her pictures of himself, and it was really a guy. And then the guy used those photos against him to threaten him.
I heard that word in a long time, catfish.
Right.
Yeah.
So just the whole how we use technology, photos, there are a lot of conversations that need to be had with those. Like, the phone is now a weapon.
You got a point.
Or a source of revenue.
Or a source of revenue.
Look at the Kardashians.
Yes.
Didn't they make didn't they make a whole brand out of that?
Voyeurism
They did, but I kind of think that one's a little bit different because that wasn't the phone. That was a intentional camera setup.
It was a reality show.
Yeah, like you knew what you were doing there.
Well, wait a minute, but Kim got famous because of
Yes.
things on the phone.
And
her and Ray J.
That
and
wasn't
her-
the phone. That was a camera setup. That
Her
was
and
the
Ray
old,
J?
Yeah, that was the old school way.
And Paris.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
that's what they did.
Yeah,
Did
it-
the same thing happen with Paris Hilton?
Yeah, right.
I don't know if it was Paris Hilton, but it was the
other girl?
It was another one with one of somebody, Tommy Lee.
Oh, Pamela
Anderson.
Yeah.
Like, those were camera setups. Like, you knew you were making a tape. Like, you knew what you were doing.
That's right. She's right. Yeah.
In these cases,
Yeah.
either you think like, oh, it's just a photo, no big deal. You're not really looking at it the same. And I just know, like, these kids and photos and everybody's trying to get famous. It's like they don't see the future. They don't see what happens.
I'm going home to have that conversation with Soph.
Yeah. And
Jackson.
Yeah,
Jackson,
I think we always think it's just the girl, but like I just told you about the Coppin State athlete, his career got ruined because of who he thought he was talking to. Like,
You got a point there. I went to 2 trunk parties this summer. people getting ready to go to college. And that's a conversation probably needs to be had as you're going away to school, a different college campus. Be careful. I tell young people, hey, man, never leave your drink uncovered if you're going to a party. Take it with you. Don't trust anyone. Well, now, same thing with this phone. Because, Sarah, I looked down. I didn't even read this part about using Cash App on your phone in the Vimo.
Oh,
to send money to you. They
Yes.
take your phone.
Yes.
Wait.
So I've heard.
We're going to get to that in a
Okay.
second. We got to leave that for a minute because I got a question from Princess on YouTube. Father, not on child's birth certificate. Child lives with mother and grandmother. If something happens to mom, is grandmother next of kin? Great question, Princess. And the answer is no. I would say that if the father were to assert his parental rights, now he is the putative father. He's the alleged father until he proves it because he's not on the birth certificate. And so if he were to request a DNA test and prove conclusively that he was the biological father of this child, his rights as the father would usurp the rights of the grandmother. Not to say that the grandmother doesn't have rights, because she does, but the father could assert his parental rights as well, which would usurp the rights of the grandmother. So he would become the primary custodial parent if he wished that to happen in all likelihood. Obviously, there's always the caveat because the courts do what is in the best interest of the child.
This is a minor we're talking about.
Yes, we're talking about a minor. The courts always do what is in the best interest of the child, but my experience is that under these circumstances, the father would be able to assert his parental rights. Princess, thank you so much for that great question. Hey, listen, our YouTube following is starting to catch on to this and
Is it picking up?
jumping into the mix.
Into the fray. I like it.
Yeah. Hi, YouTube.
Hey.
They're right there, right on the other side of that camera. They could be taking pictures of us right now and then
And
posting
using them and posting them?
Yeah.
Why? For what reason?
I don't know, and I don't care.
He's just so good looking.
Yeah.
Y'all some
Indeed.
good looking dudes.
Indeed, man.
I need to shave today, actually.
I need to shave all the time.
Yeah. Fuzzy.
Is that what it is?
Fuzzy.
Laugh it up,
I shave, it grows
fuzzball.
back. Salt and pepper. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
Is it break time yet? Are we good?
It's distinguished.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Look at the YouTube audience when you're saying that, sir.
Is it distinguished?
Yeah. Huh.
Thank you.
He gives a little smile. Like,
He's a ham. He's such a ham.
yeah.
Bad actor. Bad actor.
215-227-2727. I see the lines lighting up. Folks, if you've got a legal issue, I will guarantee you we got the answer.
Absolutely.
Give us a call. We'll be right back in 2 minutes after our sponsors have their way with you.
Still on YouTube.
We are still on YouTube.
Dean, if one of your employees brings you some information and you don't like the report, do you fire them?
What? Well, you got to give me some more facts there.
You asked one of your employees is responsible for data, letting know how much money goes in, goes out, and how many cases are being solved and aren't. And you look at the report and you go, I'm not happy with these numbers. Do you fire them?
No.
Well, the president apparently shoots the messenger.
Well, why not? He's the
He
president.
shot the man. Who else? When have you ever heard of that? Oh, his delivery report. I don't
Hold on.
like this.
First
You're
of all,
fired.
guess what? First of all, there's two words that you get with this president.
What's that?
Right? Unprecedented.
Go on. True. Go on.
Anything never before is with this president. It's unprecedented.
Do you think I'm going to say something which you guys probably won't believe me saying, but do you think in the last 100 days he's actually somehow done a good job?
Of deflection? Yeah.
That he's somehow improved his image in versus the first 100 days, the second 100 days, he's done things that have benefited us as a country.
I don't see it.
No, you don't.
The prices at the pump are ridiculously high, and the groceries are still high where I am. I don't know about you guys.
How about you guys out there in YouTube land? Do you think, is there anybody who was a never Trumper who is now thinking, things seem to be better than they were under him. Like I'm asking you for a comparison of Trump day 0 to 100 versus Trump day 100 to 200. Are you less crazed about him being the president today than you might have been at one point?
Yeah.
I don't see the improvement at all. I don't see it yet.
Keenan said, "What's up, guys?"
Hey, man.
Listening
Hey,
while
Keenan.
doing our Saturday cleaning. Good stuff.
Cleaning.
Y'all deleting photos?
We're doing Saturday cleaning.
Morning, guys.
Good morning and welcome back. This is Court Radio, and I am your host, Dean Weitzman. We are here right now on 100.3 WRNB.
And Classics 1079.
Yes, sirree, Bob. We're also on YouTube Live. If you want to get on the YouTube channel, it's simple enough to do. Go to the MyPhillyLawyer website and click on the Court Radio link, which will bring you to our Court Radio page. And from there, you're just one step away from YouTube Live. It's as simple as that.
You asked me if there was anything new in my life. There was something new. I got an Apple Watch.
There you go. Where'd that come from?
Well, I lost my phone.
Right.
And when I went to get the new phone, there was a special, and I was due for an upgrade, and they threw this in.
Did you have insurance on your phone?
Yes, I did. Can I tell you, by the way, that Find My iPhone thing
Yes.
really works, man.
Oh, of course.
I left my car. I left my phone on the top of my car. Drove off.
Who does that?
Wound up on I-76.
Who does that?
People listen. Apparently, when I got to the T-Mobile store, lots of people do it. You'd
So
be
wait,
surprised.
it ended up on I-76.
Right. So
Did you
I didn't
find-
know that.
Did
So
you get?
I go to my iPad at home, and there it is. I get back in the car, drive to I-76 near Conshohocken, and there it is in pieces.
Oh, really? It was still pinging.
Still, it tells you exactly the last ping and where it last was, and sure enough, there it was,
Wow.
right there on the side of I-76.
How did that make you feel when you saw it there on the side of the road?
Irritated. I did something so stupid, but I was impressed with the iPhone app and to Find My iPhone thing. That was impressive because it was right there exactly.
Did you pick
where
the
it was.
pieces up?
Yeah, took a photo of it. I'll send it to you.
Pick up the pieces.
I did. I really did.
And did you bring the pieces into
I took him to the phone company, the iPhone company. I said, can this be refurbished? And he said, well, we'll see. No, it couldn't have been refurbished, but it led to this one and the watch. And I learned a lot about the cloud and passwords and the Find My iPhone app and the pings and why the battery, it was a hell of an experience. But this thing right here is something special.
Well,
I got to tell you.
what do you have there? The 16?
It's the 16.
Yeah.
But just the 2. I just have the 2. I don't have the 3. I don't need the cameras. Fine.
All right. Well, we got a question here from an anonymous caller,
I knew it.
but it's not about
It's not about
sexy
that.
pictures.
Okay.
Line 3, anonymous. Welcome to Court Radio.
Good morning. Thank you. My question is an HR question. I work in New Jersey. I started that job in September of 2024. HR failed to report my information to New Jersey Pension because it's mandatory. So in February, I get hit with I had to pay double payment, which cost me a loss of $2,000 every month for about 4 months. And I just want to know, can I go after HR for that gross error that cost me?
Yeah, probably not. But let me just understand this. Okay. If they had reported it when they were supposed to have reported it, I presume you would have had payments taken out from the very beginning. Their failure means that you had to catch up on the payments you would have had to pay if they had reported it timely. So, no, I think that you were paying in exactly what you owed. You're just paying it in a time frame that wasn't what you expected. I don't think there's a valid claim there for you to pursue.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, I deleted all my pictures.
And your videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
I told you, Dean, we're all guilty.
Be well, Anonymous. Thanks for listening, dear. Have a great day.
You're welcome.
I told you,
Bye.
man. Go delete them photos, D.
I can't.
You got to do it, man.
I can't. It's history. You know,
The ones in the Bentley, and come on, man.
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
I have it in a lockbox somewhere. 215.
Just one. Come on.
Two.
He can't get it out.
Are you getting a call from the wife right now? Oh, boy.
I'm gonna make money off of those one
Stop
day.
it. Honey, listen. Hey.
215-227-2727.
Is there something called OnlyFans for that? I think it is. I don't know.
After I get done practicing law,
What's happening here?
That's the backup plan.
it's my next
That's
profession.
Oh, no.
When they when they can't take my license anymore.
My Philly lawyer.
Porn.
Okay.
My Philly porn.
My Philly porn.
215-227-2727.
Where winning still matters, bro.
That's right.
Winning always matters.
Most.
Yeah, okay. We're going to get back there one day, but not now. Well, so in any event.
We had another question because this other part.
Yeah, get on to the other part.
I didn't think about someone borrowing my phone and being able to send themselves money via Cash App, Venmo, or anything. I've never even thought about that. I've got passcodes. I've got passwords for everything. But I understand it's being done. And aside from someone taking your photos or photos of someone you know and posting it, which is a violation, to stick your hand in my pocket?
Well, that's theft.
That's theft, right. So
theft
this is a
by
different,
deception.
Say it again.
Theft
This has a
by
different-
deception. Okay. You know, if they can get into your Cash App and move money that you didn't authorize, that's obviously theft.
Wire something or other?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's wire fraud, but
yeah, if you're Cash Apping, right?
Yeah.
I had a woman come up to me at 30th Street Station. I was actually on my phone on a call, and she asked to use my phone. And I looked at her, and I said no. And she started to argue with me about the fact that I would not let her use my phone. So the person I'm on the phone with is like, what is happening? I said, this is what happens when you work for an attorney, because I already know this is a scam, and she not touching my phone. Because I said to her, I said, if you were really in trouble, then give me the phone number, and I will call them. And she got so heated with me.
Yeah, that's an appropriate response, young lady. You did the right thing. If somebody needed to call somebody to tell them I'm going to be late or I need you to pick me up here, then just give me the person's name and telephone number. You call the person and say, so-and-so is at 30th Street.
That makes perfect sense.
Put it on speaker.
Yeah.
That's the right. You're right. That's the right.
Or
response.
you act like they're crazy and just walk away.
I did both.
Step away.
I'm just trying. Is there a precedent for this anywhere? Any of this stuff coming to legal action? This is new.
This is all new stuff. New
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, you know, what you're talking about, going in somebody's phone and sending you, that's like pickpocketing.
Digital pickpocket.
It's digital pickpocketing.
Well, nowadays, somebody can walk by your phone. Just walk by, and they have this app on their phone that can suck stuff off of your phone. And
You're not in your head. No, wait.
So
I've not
it's
heard of
iPhone.
this one.
Yeah.
We don't have these problems at Android.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop
So
it.
it's the old, if you guys remember the old two-way SkyTel, used to be able to beam your contact to somebody. You guys can do that on iPhone.
Yeah,
But in doing so, you can get their information.
Yeah. All kinds of crazy stuff. Got to be careful with the phones, folks. Let's talk to Anonymous again on line 4.
Mm-hmm.
How many Anonymouses can we get in one day?
It's a big umbrella under Anonymous.
Yeah. Good morning, Anonymous. Welcome. Hey, welcome to Court Radio.
Yes, I want to put this to your attention. It seems like a lot of stars are calling people and telling them that they won money, lotteries. They have numbers and everything, and then they say it's going to be delivered by FedEx, and you may have to pay like $50 to $200 for them to deliver, and then the package never comes. They're scammers, my friend said, and I want to bring that to you guys, and I'll listen to you off the air, okay?
All right, Anonymous. Thank you. And thanks for that tip. I want to say I've been recently inundated with phone calls, and I'm talking 10 a day from different telephone numbers and telling me that I've been pre-approved for a credit line, and all I have to do is give them a call to finish the application. I don't take any of those calls. I've never returned a single call, but I got on a list somewhere. My phone number has been put out there, and I get 10 a day, and I'm not exaggerating.
It's junk mail, right? You report that, and they don't call you anymore.
Yeah, but every single time it's a different number. I've got to list the new blocked number, and it gets insane. It's crazy. And I actually thought this week that I was going to just dump my number and start over.
You mean dump your number?
I mean, just get a new cell phone number and start over.
Can't
But you know what? You can't
do that.
But you know what the problem with that is that when you get a new cell phone number or any type of new number,
I'm picking up somebody else's old cell phone number
who could also be getting.
Yeah.
Aren't these are all regurgitated numbers? They're not brand new numbers and digits?
No.
All the different numbers in the world? You mean to tell me they're all utilized? Stop it.
No, they're all utilized.
Come on.
Why do you think we got all new area codes?
That I know.
We ran out of numbers.
We really ran out of numbers.
Ran out.
And the numbers don't lie.
All right, let's talk to LaTanya on line 2. Oh, LaTanya.
Hello.
Hi,
Good
how
morning.
are you?
Yes. Good morning. I'm feeling kind of like someone just got over on me. And if I got the man from Andy's List. I was having a water moisture problem, and I needed my windows kept. And he said he knew how to do it, and he bought some material, supposedly to put around the windows and everything. But then when I paid him, I'm thinking he said he finished and everything, and I paid him. He gave me a receipt. Okay, but then when I went back and I was looking at different things, and I was seeing spots that I know should have been covered, and I still have the problem that I had before he left. And I tried to call him, and he wouldn't answer none of my calls.
Ghosting you. Yes. That's a common problem, and the answer is, deal with reputable people. You've got to check people's references. You got to ask people when they're coming to your house, do you have insurance? Are you an insured vendor under Angie's List? And please provide me with the deck page of your insurance policy. Because if somebody warrants something, they're only as good as their reputation. And if they walk on you, there's very little you can do to ever get that money back. Can you sue him? Sure. Do you even know his real legal name? Do you have a real legal address? Because those are two elements you need when you're going to bring a claim against somebody. You always need at least those two things. You need to know who it is you're suing and where they live, so you can serve them with a copy of the municipal court complaint. And then, of course, they have to have means or assets sufficient so that when you get your judgment, you can actually collect it. And so that requires a level of investigation before you engage someone. People who are listening to court radio, people who are my fans, my peeps, remember, when people you're doing business with, you need to make sure you know who you're dealing with. It's not unfair to say to a contractor who comes into your home and says, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, to say, A, write it down, put it on paper, tell me exactly what you're going to do and what you're going to solve. B, give me a copy of your insurance policy and a copy of your driver's license so you know who you're dealing with, so you have somewhere to go when things go bad. It's never when things are right that there's a problem. It's when things go bad. You must assume when you deal with somebody that things are going to go sideways on you and be prepared for that inevitability. I would say that in all likelihood, no, you're not going to get any money back, and you're going to move on, and you're going to try to find a reputable person and do it the way I suggested you do it this time. All right? Sorry about that.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
You know,
It's dicey, man.
yeah, I mean, these Angie List things are they're just, like the classified ads in the back of a newspaper. The paper is going to post the ad.
Newspaper, what's that?
They're going to post the ad, but they don't have an obligation to make sure that the person's reputable. And
But
that
They
falls
just want the
that
ad.
falls
But that's
on the
the-
consumer.
Right, but that's the whole advertisement of Angie's List or Angie, that these people are reputable. Is that misrepresentation?
Well,
If Angie doesn't do their due diligence.
yeah, go read the terms of service on Angie's List. We don't do that. We don't read the terms of service, but that's the contract that will be upheld between you and that internet site. You'll probably have to sue them in, wherever, like Milwaukee or something. And you probably have to go through a AAA arbitration. And there's probably a million exculpatory clauses in that contract. And so, yeah, it's possible, you're correct, that Angie's List may be responsible, but there are terms of service, and you better know what those are. And you're going to probably need a lawyer to read it for you. 215-227-2727. Let's talk to Sean on line 5.
Good morning, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hello?
Hey, welcome to Court Radio.
Okay. I got a situation. I had got injured on the job. Well, not injury from the job. Let me correct it. I had what you call rheumatoid arthritis, and it has flare-ups. And it flared up one day when I was on the job. And it made it where I couldn't walk or anything. And I had to step away from the job for a minute. Now I get these infusions, and it makes it possible for me to move around, but limited. And I wanted to know, is it possible that the job has no light duty, as they say. But someone told me that the job's supposed to cater to people in these different ailments. Is that so? Because a friend of mine said that he had the same situation and the same job, and he got a lawyer, and they paid him, and they kept his job, and they gave him light duty.
Okay, so let me unpack this. It was hard to hear you because Manuel was having a coughing fit. Yeah, really. But otherwise, I think it's that orange shirt. It's very.
You're allergic to fruit?
Yeah, it's very distracting. Yeah. Slices of orange. Folks, only on YouTube you get to see this.
You get to see that shirt.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a cocktail party somewhere. All right, let me get to Sean's question. First of all, Sean, thanks for calling and thanks for listening. Here's the if your arthritis were caused by the job. Let's say you're a butcher and you're hacking away at meat all your life. And over time, you develop arthritis in your shoulders and that you have flare-ups from that. I would say you have a workers' compensation claim. You should make your workers' compensation claim. You should call MyPhillyLawyer, and we would make your workers' compensation claim for you. And under those circumstances, your employer would have an obligation to give you a light-duty replacement job or pay you your full wages if you're not able to do your normal occupational duties. If, on the other hand, Sean, your job had nothing whatsoever to do with your arthritis. You're just an arthritic dude who the job didn't contribute to your arthritis in any way, shape, or form, then your employer has no obligation to provide you with light duty. You're just a guy who can't do his job because of an illness. And if you can't do your job, your employer could let you go.
Well, how about if it's a situation which he is an arthritic dude, but his job exasperated the problem? So let's say he already has a base of arthritis, but him doing his job makes the arthritis worse.
Then I would say he's starting to make a claim that his job caused. See, if the job caused the condition which prevents you from doing your job. So up until the point where he's semi-arthritic,
Right.
but he's still doing his job, but the job puts him over the edge.
Right.
Then I think there's an argument to be made that the job is the cause of the problem.
Gotcha.
Shawnee, you with me there, bro?
Sir? I think we lost him.
Oh.
Did we lose Sean?
Maybe Sean just stepped away. He was so happy with the answer, he ran to tell his wife. All right, Sean, thanks for calling Court Radio.
Never mind. I'm not even nothing. Folks, but you see that issue you just raised, an employee with arthritis, you got to go to break, we're getting the signal. But this is why the robots are going to take over. They don't have these issues.
What, breaks?
No. Rheumatoid arthritis.
Yes.
They don't take breaks.
They don't take breaks either. They don't smoke breaks, lunch breaks. Yeah.
Well, that's true, and we're all going to have no jobs. I don't know if
you'll have a job.
I don't think. Well, maybe robots can become lawyers.
Stop it.
I don't know. 215-227-2727, folks. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Robots can't become attorneys.
You know, we're on YouTube.
I know. Robots can't become attorneys.
I don't know that. AI, if they program every
GPT attorneys?
they program every possible scenario into the computer, and it always comes up with the just and right answer.
No, but
that starts to sound like God.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But there are always subtleties and nuances in these cases that a robot wouldn't know. A Dean Weissman would know. An attorney would know.
Okay, so maybe robots won't become attorneys. They can become doctors.
I mean,
they are doctors.
I don't know. I don't know.
They do surgeries.
If AI can, if there's a bunch of cases that are online, and AI can access those cases based on whatever the issue is, maybe guess what? Maybe they can look at the president and become a lawyer.
Right now, there's ChatGPT
right.
that writes briefs.
Do you use it?
I do not.
You don't?
I don't. I'm too old to use it. Yeah.
As in you don't believe in it too, or just the whole thing is tedious?
I don't want to. I let other people handle that.
All right.
I'm the big thinker. I'm up here.
Sound like the guy in Washington, Mr. tedious subtle.
Speaking of Trump's first 100 days versus his last 100 days.
Yeah.
Keenan says absolutely not shave his head. Mrs. 215 says hell.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So Chat GPT, no.
No,
but you think that
but
you
no.
use...
But what I'm saying is, ChatGPT has taken on the role of certain lawyerly jobs. Right. So yes, AI is taking over in the legal profession. Maybe they're not able to argue a case in front of a judge.
We're not going to see it in the courtroom.
Right.
All right.
But they have taken away some responsibilities from associates.
When have you noticed that coming into play? How long has it been there? We're back.
Okay.
Show up.
We got 4 minutes, YouTube.
You show up in court with my robot.
Yes, welcome back. I'm Dean Weitzman, your host at Court Radio every Saturday morning, joined in the studio with Manny Manuel and Tactics Jackson.
Booyah.
You know, what's interesting how we always say the conversations that happen off air are the best. Now there's no such thing as off air.
We're on air all day,
the
every minute.
saw the argument we just had. It was great.
Okay, I got a question here on line 4 from Muriel. Muriel, welcome to Court Radio.
Great name.
Muriel.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dan and team. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're good.
Good.
What's your question, young lady?
All right. I had 2 questions, and I don't know if she answered the first one for me. I rent property. I know that the owner of the property has insurance just in case anything goes down. I also have rentals insurance. If someone fell on the property, could they sue me as well if they had an accident and wanted to sue? Would I be liable to pay because I have rentals insurance?
Okay, so your liability does not depend upon the rental insurance, But the rental insurance protects your personal assets if you have liability. So having the insurance doesn't create the problem. You create the problem. So the question then becomes, what is it that they fell on? If it's something that the landlord or property owner had a duty to correct and failed to do so, like a broken sidewalk.
Or snow.
Or, snow may be under contract. The tenant may be responsible to remove snow. In which case, in that circumstance, Muriel's insurance would pay. Let's say your kid left a toy on the steps and somebody was coming up to your home and they slipped and fell on your kid's toy. In those circumstances, your insurance would first pay for the damages done. The landlord would not be responsible for that negligence. So the question becomes, whose negligence, if anyone's, caused the injury? And that's the person who needs to have insurance. So you're protecting yourself for your own negligence. The landlord's insurance protects him or her from their negligence. Did that answer your question?
Okay. Yes, it does. Now, I have another question for you, and I hope that you can rectify this for me, or give me some answer on how to deal with this. All right, I have a phone through AT&T. My phone broke. It was a flip phone, and I dropped it, and I couldn't open it all the way. So I called AT&T to have the phone replaced. Yeah, a flip phone, and I had it replaced. So when I called, I have insurance. I've had insurance. I've been with AT&T since 22. So I had insurance. I have insurance with them. I've been paying close to $18 a month. Now, I only owe close to $90 on the phone itself. So when I spoke to the person from AT&T, they said, Muriel, you're fine because you have protection on your phone, and we'll send you out another phone. So they said, I'm going to connect you with someone else, and then you go through there. You go from there. So I did. They connect me with someone else. I spoke with the person. I said, if you don't mind, could you send me a new phone instead of sending me a used phone or a refurbished phone? He said, no problem. Fine. They sent me the phone. I got the new phone the next day. Fine. All right. The following week, I went online to pay my bill. My bill usually runs me maybe about $100 because I have the watch and all that type of stuff with it. So the bill, when I checked out my bill was $431 and some cents. I had no clue as to why it was so high. When I called them, they explained to me that I had a deductible on the phone that they sent me. And I had no clue whatsoever that I had a deductible.
There you go.
So I am disputing with them that I did not know about a deductible. It wasn't explained to me when the first guy that I spoke with connected me to the other guy, which at that point when I found out, it was the insurance people that handle the deductibles and all that type of thing. They were the ones that sent me the phone. And I had no clue.
So basically,
you have to pay that deductible?
Well, you have to look at your policy because your policy is going. You got to look at the policy because the policy itself is going to say what type of deductible you have. And
when I bought the phone, I didn't get. It wasn't like I went into the store and got a phone, and that was all to it. It wasn't like they gave me some paperwork and all that type of stuff. And the first time I called them about that, the woman that I spoke with, she said it's just like having car insurance. I said, no, I don't see it's a difference between having car insurance and a deductible compared to having a damn phone.
So are you saying that you never signed anything? Are you saying that you never signed anything?
I never signed anything. I didn't sign anything.
I don't believe it.
Well, they got.
I bet you it was all done digitally.
Right, and if it's done, they have to ask them to present it to you. And if they present you your signature, either physical or digital,
they'll send her an email if she did.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, Muriel. There's so much of our life these days which we sign away without even realizing we're signing it away. We sign things every single day electronically, and there's so many. There's so
variance.
There's so much legalese behind what we sign that we're not aware of, and so chances are you're probably
had to.
Yeah, you're probably going to be on the hook for it, but
but you know what I don't understand is since it was to me. it's like two different entities. My phone bill is a separate phone bill from what a deductible is. Why would they combine both of them together?
Yeah, Muriel, I'd love to continue this conversation, but Eric is telling me that I've got to get off the air. I'm so sorry, dear. We're going to have to leave that hang until next time. Give us a call back. We'll see you next week, folks. Same time, same place. Oh, poor Muriel.
We're good on YouTube, too. We can't answer there either.
We're
out.
Live on YouTube, wrapping up our week back. We were gone for a couple weeks, folks.
Did you go way away?
I have not gone away. I have not. I've gone back and forth to my shore house.
Right.
And we're back up here now in Pennsylvania
for
a little while. Yep.
All right.
The kids, Jackson's going to basketball camp up in Massachusetts, coached by the guy who coached Kobe Bryant, the Lower Merion coach, whoever that is.
Lower Merion High School.
Jackson's also getting coached by a guy named Sean Colson, who is the head coach at West Philly High School.
How tall is Jackson now?
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
I'm Martin Luther King High School. Sorry,
That's
Sean.
Right.
Jackson is now 6'1".
Whoa!
He's
Jackson.
probably about 165 pounds. Yeah, got legs like tree trunks.
Gosh, they sure do grow up, man.
Super Bowl party, he couldn't have been this tall.
Okay.
Stop it.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, Jackson's, and so he's been playing ball all summer and working out in my basement with the weights. So
is he playing AAU? Is he playing AAU?
Yeah, he's playing AAU.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. Soph had her surfing camp, and now
is she still rolling with volleyball?
She is, and she got an invitation to go back into the A League, whatever the best team is, as their libero. So she's happy with that. In fact, I paid for that. Man, that's expensive. Volleyball, they kill you.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What does he have to get for volleyball?
It's like 2 G's for the season.
Wow, that's a fleece.
Yeah.
Now, thank goodness nobody's playing lacrosse.
Did you take any of the kids to any movie blockbuster over the weekend?
No.
No Superman, no Fantastic Four?
No.
Oh, was that released this weekend?
Yes.
Well, last weekend.
Last couple of weekends.
No, but, maybe today. We'll see.
Got to see the Fantastic Four in IMAX, man. Yes, Tech. I agree.
Soph leaves tomorrow for the Dominican. She's going on a trip with her mom.
Nice.
What an itinerary. God bless her.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I just want her to be safe there. When you go to another country, you might think you're in America, but you're
Dominican
not.
Republic, you got to stay. You
got
to stay where you're at, man.
Yeah. She
Can't be
all inclusive. You just stay right there and be careful.
Stay where you're at.
You're going to get one of those. Honey, they won't let us back in calls.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, guys, we'll see you next Saturday, right? We're on next Saturday, yes?
If you want to be.
What's our topic next Saturday? Should we tease it?
Well, I'm going to try to do a topic that Tactics mentioned before the show started.
We're going to talk Social Security law. We're going to try to. She says we're going to try, but she's going to make it happen.
Yeah.
She always does.
Yeah. Give them an email.
If not, she's,
Oh, wow. Okay. You're fired. All right, Mr. President.
All right. What?
We're going to get a Social Security lawyer on next week, right? Yeah, we
Maybe.
are.
August is tricky. Your friends don't work in August.
Well, that is true. That is true. All right, I'll give her that much. We're going to try to have a Social Security lawyer on next week and talk about Social Security benefits. And then if you've got a topic you want YouTube listening audience, I'm going to let you control this show. You post a topic you want, you send me an email to Dean@MyPhillyLawyer, and we'll do an entire show around something you find interesting. How's that sound? All right, we are all gone. We're leaving you in good hands with the rest of the internet. We'll see you next week, same time, same place.
All right, now that we're all, let me ask you.
Hold on, you're not off yet.
Not off yet.
Yes.
Because we're putting the email address in. So, people.
Oh, okay. Put my email address.
Put the email address in.
My email is Dean@MyPhillyLawyer.
It's not that hard.